What's up, everybody? So having a full week worth of training video for you here. So sped a lot of this up because it is a long one. It's about a 15-minute video, so you can obviously probably will skip through it or not watch all of it. So this was starting the new phase. I've got a 3-month break before my next Highland Games competition. So this was a Sunday lift. I was starting everything on Monday, so this was kind of just a whatever day. And obviously I've got a quad injury if you followed along, some nerve issues, so hit some quad stuff this day. Really, and this is not showing the tempo here because everything is sped up and double speed, but work some belt squats, and then not along with just the quad but also my left glute. I've been having like some sciatica issues. I've kind of got a lot going on this left leg, so hit some back extensions here, and then I actually do single leg back extensions. And I guess there you go, you can see where I pulled the leg out. So this is way harder on my left leg. I don't know if you're going to be able to really see it, and you really can't tell from the video how much more difficult it is, and it's just like a nervy, weird pain sensation. So I'll do each leg, and then I'll do both legs together, kind of finish off, kind of as not really a drop set, but here I do the weaker leg first, and I know I can kind of see the changes there, how I pull. It feels good. It doesn't hurt to do, but there is like this weird sensation, obviously with nerve issue going on. But this was a Sunday lift, kind of accessory lift. Didn't do anything too hard other than I was sweating my butt off. And then I go and do some single leg extension. And still what I do is I watch like a spot on the wall. I watch where the legs are getting comparatively, where the left leg, how high the left leg can get compared to my right. So the right is way easier to get full extension as I work up, and then I work back down. So today I was doing 5s, and I would guess that I have to say that I think things are improving. Like things are moving, trending in the right direction. It's still way more difficult to get the left to fire. I have to focus a lot more and squeeze a lot harder, honestly. But there you can see here I was talking. I was like, this right leg means nothing. It's so easy. I finished with some sandbag tosses as a weight over bar, and I'm trying this out. It's one event that I don't feel super uneven with, but my timing is absolutely terrible right now. But what I'm trying to do is I'm going to try to throw it more volume than I ever have and vary that. So this is a 60-pound sandbag. I've got a 56-pound weight we'll throw, as well as I'm going to throw the 49 for height, just to feel things different and to build volume in a different way. So finish with some sandbag tosses on this day. Main squat day, and I left, I think, the splits in here. I don't know if you'll be able to, as I edit it, see the actual speeds of this, if it's actually showing up on or not, because I filmed it upright, not long ways on my phone. But I kind of left them in here. It is what I'm doing is a lot of clusters on everything. So it's about a 20-second cluster. Some days I time, some days I just count in my head, depends on if I'm wearing a watch. So this day I was timing things, and these are 5 singles, so a rep, 20-second rest, and then another rep. So trying to hit them on the 20-second, really with setup and everything, it probably turns around to be right at 30 seconds every rep. So it's my main work is 3 sets of 5x1 clusters right now. So you'll see that kind of carry over. And I did leave the pauses in here just so you see what like one full set looks like as I sped these up. And then I think if I include another set, it's like literally I just cut it. And I'm hoping you guys can see some of the speeds on these. The weight's not moving terrible. My squat is feeling okay. There's still something like holding me back. It's like my body has this governor on because of my left leg. But my main squat day is squat movement, and then followed by some good mornings, and I'm trying to think of what else that day, some abs and stuff like that. But really kind of taking what I would normally do all in one day, and I'm kind of splitting it up. So here comes set 2 with a different angle. I'm hoping, once again, I can't tell from this editing screen if I can see the speeds. That's the reason I'm including this, and I put a different angle just for fun. And you can see each rep, and that's one thing I did notice is that when I do film and I can see the immediate feedback, and I posted something on Instagram about this, when you see the immediate feedback, you can try harder. You have intent, you know what the speed is, so you can try to accelerate the following rep, and you can try to beat that following rep, and you can constantly play with that regulation and auto regulation. Here are those good mornings. So this is I'm doing as a drop set, and if you've never done good mornings as a drop set, I encourage you to. They are a different burn feeling. So this is like 185, drop to 135, And my second set, I went to 205. I threw a 10 on in between and dropped 50 pounds off to 155. So not as short as rest as possible to change your weights and right back to it. So these felt really good on the day, so I only did 2 sets. Another thing, there you go. This is a PR set of pull-ups. I posted this on Instagram after talking some smack and having some fun with some contests. One of the goals I had in 2023 was to do 20 strict pull-ups, all the way down, dead hang pull-ups. Here was a PR set of 18. I'd never done more than 16 before, and I just had this gut feeling. I did 1 set to go for it. And this is the other leg stuff I've forgot to mention. So quad related work, these little step downs here, and then after the step downs I did some power step ups here. I'm really trying to teach that left leg to just continue to fire on its own. Here's a little bit more of a zoomed out. So just found a stairwell at the firehouse here to work these in, and just trying everything I can make left leg fire, and trying to do it by itself. What's up, y'all? Trying to be a little more personable, I guess, and put my face with some talking and not just voiceover. It is Tuesday morning on the ride to the gym after work, and just had a thought, and it's funny. We had a pretty good night at work last night. I'm a fireman, and we only got up twice after midnight. And it's funny that, twice is not a lot for us on the normal. It's maybe about average 2-3 times. Some nights can be 5 or 6. But it's crazy how sometimes when it's like just twice, when they hit the exact right time, like right now, I'm drained tired. I feel really tired. But I'm going to go to the gym and try to get it done. It's going to be hot as blazes today. I got a doctor's appointment at 11:15. So it's 8 a.m. now. Got to get in, get it done, get loosened up. And yeah, it sucks, but trying to avoid the heat as best I can, as well as working my schedule the best I can. Having to train after being tired is just something I have to do. Well, I know that might hold me back. It may not be the best training session. I still feel like, obviously, I'm going to try to get something out of it, but I also know in my head that, all right, this is not the absolute best recipe for success. Would being fully rested be better? Yeah. But sometimes you got to do with what you can with what you got. So I'm excited to actually train today, though. I've got, this is week 1 of this new plan, and it's kind of got me a little excited. So keep pushing again, and yeah, we'll get into the lift after plyos. So we're gonna do some plyos to start today. I'm not gonna film all those because it's just redundant. Me jumping. So like I mentioned, I started with plyos, obviously didn't film that stuff, and then went into power snatches before going to throws. I just wanted to kind of continue to prime the body, I guess is the best way you could describe it. Pulling on something a little heavier, and then when I go to throw, it's going to be lighter. So this was week 1 of this, and I kind of once again leave the rest breaks in here and sped them up, trying to show you every 20 seconds hitting a rep. So it's 3 sets of 5x1. This is at 80 kilos, so checking the speed on them afterwards, and I do better after recording the set. I put my camera up right in front of me so I can see the rep right in between every rep. Instead of recording me, I was able to see my speeds. Excuse me. And so I feel really good doing this movement, and I like doing it. I'm not a fan of the hang, having to do the extra deadlift, so I like doing a lot of stuff from the ground. And then I went into weight over bar throws. So this was the 56 this day, and this has been a very long video already, and it's going to continue to be me talking, which is probably super boring. I don't have any rights to any cool music and yada yada. I'm very basic with my editing setups. So if you guys are enjoying this longer form stuff, please let me know. I figured it's easier to put all the training in one video versus doing multiple videos throughout the week. I don't know what you guys like more of, so please let me know what you like more of. Do you want to see just one day at a time, or do you want to see these longer form videos? So weight over bar with the 56, and like I said, I filmed half of these upright, trying to see actually for throwing it over. This was a very bad timing day, but it felt okay, but the timing was off. My timing's been very off lately. I think that's from not throwing it, trying to not let my leg overcompensate, and then go back to now throwing it more. It's just not there. Actually, the 3rd day of this week, I kind of had something click a little bit better. So after throwing wob, come in, these were super high step ups, a little bit higher than I normally have been doing. So holding 30s as well. I think it was 6 or 8 per leg. That's one. We can kind of count. 2. The left is way harder. If you watch it closely, you can see I get more push off my right leg. I think it was sets of 6. Maybe sets of 8. I get more push off my right leg. So this is back to those single leg back extensions. I was feeling that same feeling in my glute. So I wanted to kind of hit these again, which has been a lot of hip dominant hamstring wear this week. So I got to make sure I split that up and do some knee flexion stuff as well. And also finish with, I think it's 200-pound sandbag to shoulder. I think I did like 4 doubles on the minute or something like that. And I paired these with a one-arm farmer's hold, which you're about to see here. So just getting that heavy core work in. And the step-ups actually I really like because it's forced me to push an entire range of motion on the leg, but I kind of cheat it with the other, obviously with the bottom leg until I get stronger. Now, bench day, I started cutting out all the little pauses in between the clusters. This bench day, 70-ish%. Now, and I did my percentages. I like took 90% of my maxes or estimated maxes and then did my percentage work off of that to kind of start my gauging process of where I'm going to be with my work. So this was a 70% of a 90% lift at 245 on the axle for bench. And then this is a down set, bent over row. This was a little light for the first day, just like the good morning. 8 reps, pop the plate or the 25 off, another 8 reps. Feels really good, but it was a little light. But the cluster work, I really enjoy the cluster work. I think it's actually going to help me get back with my leg. I kind of cut some percentages down a little bit too. And then we're lucky we have an inverse curl at work. So this was, once again, sped up so you can't see the tempo of how slow and controlled the eccentric is on these. I was kind of slow on the way down and slow on the way up. This was like a 3x10 or 12 day on this. I only included one set, but the clusters, I really enjoy the clusters in terms of getting a lot of high quality reps in, being able to reset every rep or two. So here's a cluster push press on another day from a different firehouse. I'm not sold on the cluster push presses. It just, the unrack, stepping back, it's just, I don't know, not the most fun in terms of a cluster. I kind of am excited to transition these cluster push presses to cluster jerks or jerks off the blocks or something like that in the future. Here was a down set of weighted pull-ups. So I did pull-ups with the vest on, drop the vest, and then try to get as many body weight. I did, I think, 2 or 3 sets like this. So just trying to, once again, build that high volume. I think it was sets of 14 total, 7 and 7. Now here's weight with the 49, and if you watch closely, my timing is definitely different this day. I don't think it's from the lighter weight. I think it was for something that clicked watching a couple different guys' videos, trying to assess myself, my timing, like how I dip, how high to reach, how to reach back, like how high I reach back between my legs, and then timing when do I start sitting. After it clicked a little bit watching somebody's video, I was like, oh, let me try that tempo and timing in my head. And that's why these look a little different today. So it was like only 10 total throws. It was stupid hot. It was a very hot week. It's a very hot time right now in North Carolina. Lots of humidity. So it makes these a little bit tougher. And I give you actually a side view here. Hadn't done this in a while. To kind of be able to watch my timing a little bit different. So there's already some things that I can continue to see myself needing to work on. But that one's stuck. I wish you could see the whole video because it goes way, way, way back. And then after throwing wob, came in, hit power clean clusters. Like I said, I took out the rest breaks here. 3 sets of 5x1. These were very light, actually. Low back had been still a little pissy after the previous week at the beach. Low back was doing better, not really bad. And after the power clean clusters, 3 sets of 5x1, 20 seconds, we hit sumo deadlifts, 2 sets of 5 doubles. So there's 10 total reps on a deadlift. So a double, rest, a double, rest, a double, rest, 20-second rest. And this is, I might have been a little overzealous. Part of it is I can feel that glute a little weird on these, but also just going to be a high load to continue to progress. So might have to adjust that from doubles down to singles in the future. But I think that's getting close to ending this video. If not, surprise, we'll have some more. Yeah, that's it. Hope you guys enjoyed it.